Hello, my fellow readers. This is Dion Brown Lawton from Go On Girl Book Club with another book review. In Every Mirror, She's Black by Lola, Akinmade, Akerstrom. Publication date 2021. In Every Mirror, She's Black is a story of three very different beautiful women of the African diaspora who traveled from the U.S. and Somali to begin new lives in Stockholm, Sweden. Kemi Adeyemi from Nigeria studied and resides in Washington, D.C. Her occupation, a marketing executive for an American marketing company. She is very successful, yet Kemi has reached the glass ceiling. As for her love life, what a disaster. Kemi has to use a dating app to set up dates. Lovely Kemi, beautiful, successful, lonely, and in her 30s. After winning the National Marketing Executive Award for the second time in a row, Kemi is headhunted by the global Swedish company called Von London Marketing Firm in Stockholm, Sweden. Her title, Global Diversity and Inclusive Director. The Von London Marketing Firm had a global meltdown advertising campaign that was totally racist. Johnny Von London, president and CEO, needs Miss Kemi Adeyemi. He will do anything to get her on board. Brittany Ray Johnson, first generation Jamaican American and only child, late 30s, tall, dark chocolate in complexion, and resides in Atlanta, Georgia. In her 20s, she studied fashion and eventually became a model. Due to a horrific incident, Brittany left the fashion world and became an airline stewardess for British Airways. Her love life is a mess also. She has a boyfriend who is very successful, a lawyer, but she is not sure of the relationship after dating him for several years. On one of Brittany's flights to England, she meets Mr. Johnny Von London. He is tall, very fair, blonde hair, piercing blue eyes, and has a disability. Throughout this flight, Brittany and Johnny develop a strange friendship, which eventually, through many visits from the U.S. to England, develops into love, then marriage. Yet Johnny has secrets that he will not reveal to Brittany, even though he is not capable of lying. And then there is 18-year-old Muna Saeed from Somali, who is a refugee. Her father was killed during an attack on the capital, and her mother and siblings drowned, crossing over into Europe. Muna, with many other refugees from Somalia, Syria, Libya, and Iraq, are placed in an asylum holding center, which is sponsored by the Von London firm, spearheaded by Johnny Von London. For 2 years, Muna develops friendships, especially with the male refugee from Syria. Eventually, Muna has temporary status to live in Sweden. The organization places her in an apartment with 2 other Somali female refugees. Eventually, she's able to find work and becomes a cleaning attendant for the Von London firm. Each of these women are connected to the Von London firm and to Johnny. The questions that arise are how and why. Will they find happiness or despair in this white space? Will the 3 women bond as sisterhood? And most important, will these women understand that blackness in the dominant European culture? Many themes come into light: race, body image, fetishism, spectrum of autism, living in a gilded cage, abundance of wealth, and the way wealth can control a person for good or evil, family, relationships, and most important, listening to your inner voice. In Every Woman She's Black originated for the author after living in Sweden for several years and observing how the voices of Black women resonate within the society, which spaces we are invited to occupy or not, and of those spaces allows us to thrive or simply survive. Some of Ms. Akerstrom's must-read books are The Secret Lives of Church Women by Dasha Filye, Wahala by Akinmade, and The Professional Troublemaker by Lovey Ajayi Jones. Why I love In Every Woman She's Black. The story is well written. It is a story that reflects reality. Some of the characters made me so angry I wanted to scream. But most important, it was a travelogue about Sweden, its politics, class, language, racism, the architecture, and the power of loving yourself. I rate this book 5 stars. Until the next time, happy reading.